Did you know 70% of CAO candidates feel unprepared for strategic questions? In this video, you'll discover the top 5 interview questions for Chief Administrative Officers, complete with example answers. Stay tuned, because question number 3 will challenge your ability to drive meaningful change. Today, let's tackle a question about leading change. Can you describe a time when you had to lead a major organizational change? What was your approach? Interviewers ask this to assess your strategic thinking and leadership skills during transformative periods. When answering this question, keep a few critical points in mind. First, highlight the strategic vision behind the change to demonstrate your leadership foresight. Next, explain how you measured progress. Specifics like employee retention improved by 10% make your achievements memorable. And don't forget to mention a challenge you faced and how you adapted, as adaptability is a key trait interviewers look for in resilient leaders. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
I led a shift from a traditional to a remote work model driven by the need to increase flexibility and reduce overhead costs. Initially, I conducted a comprehensive assessment of our technological infrastructure and identified areas for improvement. I then spearheaded an employee engagement initiative to ensure team buy-in, addressing concerns through regular town halls. Despite initial resistance, we successfully transitioned, reducing costs by 20% and improving employee satisfaction scores by 15%. This experience taught me the importance of clear communication and flexibility in execution.
All right, let's shift gears and dive into team dynamics. Ready? This is a classic question to gauge your conflict resolution skills as a Chief Administrative Officer. Interviewers ask this to see how you handle team dynamics and maintain productivity. It's a test of your leadership and interpersonal abilities. To craft a compelling answer, start by pinpointing the root cause of the conflict and explain it briefly so the interviewer understands the context. Then, demonstrate how you leverage specific administrative processes to bring about resolution, highlighting your proficiency in using structured approaches. Finally, share an unexpected insight or improvement that resulted from resolving the conflict, as this shows your ability to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Let's take a look at how you might respond effectively to this question.
In one instance, our operations team was clashing with IT over system upgrades. I realized it stemmed from unclear priorities and resource allocation. I organized a cross-departmental meeting to align on priorities and created a shared project timeline using our project management software. This transparency reduced tension and increased collaboration. As a result, not only did we complete the upgrades on schedule, but we also improved our resource planning process for future projects.
Now here it is, the question we warned you about. Get ready to showcase your strategic prowess. Today's question is, give an example of a strategic initiative you implemented that significantly improved organizational performance. Interviewers use this question to assess your ability to think strategically and deliver tangible results that elevate the company. Let's break down how to tackle this question effectively. First, highlight the organizational challenge the initiative addressed directly, as this sets the stage for your achievement. Next, include specific performance metrics that improved as a result. Numbers are memorable and impactful. Finally, discuss any cross-departmental collaboration, because strategic initiatives often require buy-in from multiple areas to succeed. Let me show you how to put this together.
Faced with declining employee engagement, I spearheaded a strategic initiative to overhaul our internal communication processes. This involved creating a cross-functional team to develop a new digital platform for company-wide updates and feedback. Over 6 months, employee engagement scores improved by 25%, and we saw a 15% increase in productivity. This experience taught me the importance of aligning communication strategies with organizational goals.
You're halfway through. You've tackled major changes, resolved conflicts, and nailed strategic initiatives. Let's keep the momentum going with the next questions. You're learning the questions, but knowing them isn't enough. Mock Interview Pro builds a Chief Administrative Officer preparation plan. You practice answering out loud, get real feedback, and sit through a mock interview that feels like the real thing. Link in the description. You've tackled the big one. Now let's dive into managing crises. How will you handle disruptions? Now let's tackle a critical leadership question. Imagine a major operational disruption occurs. How would you manage the crisis to ensure minimal impact? This question tests your crisis management skills and your ability to maintain operations under pressure. To craft a compelling response, start by identifying and prioritizing key operations that must remain functional during the disruption. Next, communicate a clear action plan to all stakeholders, ensuring transparency and confidence in your leadership. And finally, once the crisis has passed, conduct a thorough review to identify root causes and implement preventive measures. This not only shows your ability to handle the crisis, but also your commitment to continuous improvement. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
When our main supplier unexpectedly shut down, I immediately assembled a cross-functional team to assess the situation and prioritize essential operations like supply chain continuity. I communicated our action plan to staff and partners, ensuring everyone was informed and roles were clear. We sourced alternate suppliers within 48 hours and maintained 90% of our operations. Post-crisis, we conducted a detailed review and established stronger supplier agreements to mitigate future risks.
Budget cuts? No problem. Let's explore your strategy for managing resources under pressure. Let's tackle a challenging scenario. You received a budget cut while your team's workload is increasing. How do you handle the resource allocation? Interviewers ask this to evaluate your strategic thinking and adaptability under pressure, which are crucial for a chief administrative officer. Here's how you can craft a compelling response. First, prioritize projects that align with strategic goals rather than just responding to urgent tasks. This shows your ability to focus on long-term impact. Next, leverage technology for efficiency and identify opportunities for automation to stretch your resources further. Finally, engage your team in decision-making to foster innovation and buy-in, which can lead to creative solutions and improved morale. Let's see how you can weave these tips into an answer.
When our department faced a budget cut while our workload increased, I started by analyzing our current projects to align them with our strategic goals. We identified a few initiatives that could be postponed, freeing up resources for critical tasks. I also explored process automation tools, which improved our efficiency by 20% without additional cost. By involving my team in brainstorming sessions, we not only found innovative solutions, but also boosted morale, as everyone felt they were part of the decision-making process.
Your interview is coming. Stop preparing alone. Mock Interview Pro builds a chief administrative officer preparation plan that adjusts to your timeline. Even if your interview is this week, it focuses on what matters most. Targeted practice, AI feedback, and a live mock interview so you walk in calm and clear. Start your preparation plan now. Link in the description. Today, we dove into essential leadership skills, from guiding major organizational changes and resolving team conflicts, to implementing strategic initiatives and managing crises. We also explored smart ways to handle budget constraints while workloads rise. Remember, each challenge is an opportunity to showcase your expertise. You've got this. If this video boosted your confidence, consider subscribing for more insights to ace your interviews.